Ripple XRP. So in today's video, we're going to be having a look at maybe a secret document that Swift has for us, and it does actually mention Ripple, so we have a few good connections. Not only that, we are going to be having a look at the update with the lawsuit. I know that we've had that pushback and we've not had any recent updates, but this is a pretty big one, as well as some other things with MasterCard. Of course, we will be looking at the price action of both XRP and XLM coin today. So all I ask from you are two things, which is to smash that like button and to subscribe to the channel as well. So shout out to Smoke for actually digging this out for us. He always provides very good research, so I thought that I would plug him in, give him a follow. He is on X. So we have over here the Swift GPI documented as being able to expand partnerships of virtual currency companies like Ripple, and this is the connection that we have. Now, we know that Swift is the biggest player in this market. Of course, Ripple is obviously trying to take a piece of that pie, but still, I do think that Ripple will be a part of this, and they actually will be working together, right? I don't think it will be a competition. So it says over here that the continued growth and expanding functionality of the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, Swift's global payment innovation GPI tracking product, and the expansion of the major payment card network's capacity to support these cross-border payments in order to enable all of that. But not only this, you'll see over here where Ripple is mentioned. So we have the continued growth and expanding partnerships of virtual currency companies such as Ripple. So it's important that we have that example here with Ripple, and they have actually mentioned any other companies, and also which offer both a payments messaging platform to support cross-border money transfers, as well as a proprietary virtual currency XRP, which can be used to effect settlement of those transfers. So what does this mean for Ripple in general? Well, if the banks start adopting XRP, and by that I mean that if they actually have XRP on their books, and that means that they actually have to be holding XRP in order for the demand to go up, and of course for the price action for us to move up in general. However, it has been said in a few cases that banks do actually need to be using XRP itself in order to make those settlements and with those transactions, and so it will be up to the bank as to whether they hold it or not, and that does come with the terms of the cross-border payments. And it says over here that these developments suggest that in the future there may be means by which banks and credit unions could reduce their remaining reliance on estimates, and these developments all share a fundamental similarity. They all apply elements of a closed network payment system to cross-border money transfers sent by banks and credit unions. And again, with the banks, if they do hold XRP, of course, there's only going to be benefits for it because we have those cheap transaction fees and also the fast settlement times. And not only with that, but they will be holding an asset on their books too. So that is a really good find from Smoke over here in relation to Swift. Not only that, we have this coming in from Swift. It's just a short video which I'm going to play, and it is the instant payments, the Fed Now system. So we know that is developed by the Federal Reserve, and it will be happening fast. This is what he says.
When instant payments take off, they're going to take off so quickly in the country that you need to be able to scale rapidly and potentially using cloud. Because if you're relying on, standard typical data centers, it's going to catch you out very quick.
And not only with that, but this kind of reminds me of the T+1 settlement. I mean, how we've transitioned from T+3 to T+2 and then T+2 to T+1, where that basically means that it will be happening in one business day. And so that is going to be affecting different countries with those payments because of the time zones with the cross borders. So again, when it comes to this instant payments, we need to be able to have the scale and capacity for the banks and institutions to be able to manage this, and of course to minimize and reduce errors where and as we can. So some big changes coming in from Swift. Over here, we finally have the update from James K. Fillon about the SEC lawsuit with Ripple. It has been ongoing for some time, but maybe it is some bad news. I mean, you'll see over here that the SEC has requested a change to the remedies briefing deadline, asking that the SEC's opening brief deadline to be extended to March the 22nd, and Ripple's deadline to file its opposition brief be extended to April the 22nd, and then the SEC's deadline to file its reply brief to be extended to May the 6th. Now, I do think that the deadlines initially were in the beginning of March, so now they have extended by roughly around about 2 weeks. But not only that, but after the SEC do this, we then have the extension for Ripple's deadline. And so you can see from this document, they have sent it to the judge asking for these deadlines. Now, I'm not quite sure if this has actually been approved as of yet or not, because we haven't seen a response from the judge. However, you'll see over here that the SEC respectfully requests that the court modify the remedies related briefing schedules deadlines as set forth herein, and so it implies that the SEC are asking for this and the court have not yet approved or confirmed. So it definitely is going to be in the hands of the court and of the judge as to whether or not they extend these deadlines. It is an unfortunate case because now this has been long drawn out. And this is why I have said in my previous videos that we have basically lost 6 months of this year before we see any sort of price action movement because of this lawsuit. But now we're having more deadlines, so it seems like as if 2024 is being written off. I mean, all jokes aside though, however, yes, we don't have that much price action, but you do have to remember that these things do take time and it is a legal battle. The SEC obviously want to win, they're not backing down, and so this is the reason as to why they are doing it. But I can imagine a lot of people's frustration in relation to this. From ISO 20022, we have the MasterCard QR code payment, and we have a diagram over here basically showing how it works. So you'll see that we have the merchant as well as the consumer, so we have that QR code, and then we have the debits to the consumer account, so that is a person that is going to be purchasing whatever goods or services that it is, and then it credits the merchant account. And then over here we have the using the payments apps, and we've also got the payment API response and the payment transaction response, and with the receiving institutions. And some names to mention, we've got PayPal, Nuvi, Wells Fargo, HSBC, and Bank of America. I mean, MasterCard. And I do think that this is a good upgrade. I mean, I really do enjoy things like Google Pay and Apple Pay, but the fact that you can now be paying with a QR card is also much better as well, because that means transactions should be settling quicker too. For XRP coin, if you have a look at the price action, we are trading at 0.5607. It just updated as of now. We are down by 0.66% on the 1-day chart. For the 24-hour volume, we are up by 65.18%. And the volume is at a whopping $3.1 billion. Usually we are trading at $1 billion, so we have increased by $2 billion as of now. So in the earlier hours of the morning for today, we were trading at 0.58, so at 58 cents. Even earlier than that, we were trading at 0.5822. So we actually took a nice spike. And finally, for quite a while, we have managed to be able to hit 60 cents at 0.6035. Now you can see this massive dump that we've basically taken over here, but it's not too bad. We've only come down by roughly around about 2.8 cents. So on the 7-day chart, we are up by 6%. But again, it is the highest that we have been to for quite some time. And my price target for XRP was 55 cents initially, then 58 cents, and then going towards that 60-cent mark. So now that we've hit 60 cents, my price target will now be moving to 65 cents, and that will obviously be a high price target. I don't think that we will be hitting it tomorrow, for example, because we've had that massive dump. So over here on the 26th of February, we were trading at 0.5317, so we were able to increase by 7 cents. And on the 1 month chart, we are now up by 8%. So at the start of the month, we were trading at 50 cents. We climbed up by 10 cents now as we hit that 60-cent mark. But as of currently, we are up by 7 cents. And so we are seeing a bit better performance for XRP, but I definitely want to see more consolidation and support at the 55-cent level first, and then head off back to 60 cents. But my second price target is 65 cents. For Stellar XLM coin, if we just have a quick look, we're currently trading at 12 cents. We are up by 0.4% on the 1-day chart. For the week, we are up by 6.9%, and we started off at 0.1111. Then we hit midweek at 0.116 and climbed up to a nice 12 cents. On the 1 month chart, we are up by 5.5%, somewhat mirroring what XRP coin is doing, and we are actually getting some nice gains over here. I want to see more consolidation at the mid-range of 11 cents before we are able to find some sort of stabilization for Stellar XLM at this price point. But my price target for Stellar XLM in the near future is 15 cents. Guys, if you want daily Ripple XRP and Stellar XLM coin news, subscribe to the channel and like the video as well.